They won't clap for you. They won't call, they won't check in, they won't care until it's too late. Until you've already done it. Alone. You gotta do it alone. In the silence. With nothing but your demons and the sick grin you wear to hide the pain. See, everyone loves to talk about loyalty, about how they'd never leave your side. But when the fire starts, they run. And you learn to burn with it. You learn to become the fire. They called you crazy when you started talking to yourself in the dark. They didn't understand the war going on in your head. And guess what? They never will. Because this journey, this climb, it's not for spectators. It's for the mad ones, the outcasts, the broken freaks who turn their scars into armor and their nightmares into fuel. They say it takes a village. Bullshit. It takes isolation. It takes late nights where your own voice is the only one that believes in you. It takes hitting rock bottom so hard your bones rattle and standing up anyway, smiling with blood on your teeth. People want to help until it's inconvenient. They want to see you win as long as they're ahead. They want to understand, but only if you're predictable, safe, controllable. So when you stop smiling for them, when you start moving different, they'll call you insane. Let them. There's a freedom in being alone, a twisted kind of power. You stop expecting love. You stop craving applause. And you start thriving in the silence. You start doing the work with no camera, no audience, no cheerleaders, just pain and the grind. I didn't need a team. I became the chaos. And you're not waiting anymore. You're building the version of yourself that no one's ready for. You're sharpening your mind, crushing your limits, alone. Because while the world sleeps, you work. While they mock, you transform. And when it's time to rise, they won't recognize the monster you've become. You were never meant to fit in. You were meant to stand alone. And if you're going to walk through hell, you might as well do it laughing. Covered in sweat, scars, and silence, with no one to thank but yourself. So embrace the isolation. Make love to the pain. Let the loneliness sculpt you into something terrifying. Because when they finally see you, it'll be too late to stop you. You gotta do it alone. And that's exactly why you'll be unstoppable. Because no one's coming. And you finally made peace with that. Now go. Do it. Alone. You made it through the first storm. Alone. But don't get it twisted. That was only the beginning. They think you're done. Now. They think you've calmed down. That you've healed. That you'll play nice. Smile at the camera. Sit at their table. But what they don't understand is the storm never left. You just learned how to breathe in it, to feast on it. You didn't just survive the fire, you became it. And now every step you take drips with the insanity of someone who's already been to hell and liked it. You see, doing it alone doesn't end when you win. It starts when you win. Because now the target's on your back. Now they want a piece of what you bled for. Now they smile to your face, but pray for your failure behind closed doors. Let them. You didn't build yourself in front of them. You don't need them now. This next level, it's colder, quieter. You'll find fewer people, fewer hands reaching out, because the air gets thin up here, and cowards can't breathe where killers are born. You're still alone, but now it's by choice. You stopped begging people to understand your pain. You stopped dragging corpses who refused to grow. You stopped explaining why you grind at 3 a.m., why your hands bleed in silence, why you smile through exhaustion. You stopped needing permission. You're not doing this for applause. You're doing it because you've seen what weakness costs. You felt what it's like to be overlooked, underestimated, discarded. And now you're the threat. You don't flinch anymore. You don't run from pain. You run into it. You hunt it. Because that's where growth hides. In agony, in isolation, in pressure. There's a darkness in you now. Not sadness, power. This isn't about proving them wrong anymore. This is about proving yourself right. Every version of you that cried alone, trained alone, fought alone, they're watching. And they deserve this vengeance. So you train when you're tired. You grind when no one's looking. You evolve when others plateau. Not because it's easy, but because you have to. Because no one's coming to save you. And by now, you wouldn't let them even if they tried. You're too far gone, too deep, too hungry. You've seen what it feels like to be your own army, to rise without a hand, a cheer, a shoulder. And there's no going back. So keep going, alone. Let them stay comfortable. Let them sleep. Let them gossip and mock, and pretend they understand. And when you show up again, with blood in your eyes and steel in your bones, they'll finally see you never needed saving. You needed silence. You needed solitude. You needed the suffering. Because that's where you met the real you. And he's not coming back weak. He's coming back unforgiving, alone, always.